Continuing, of course, for people who were swept away by the KZN floods. Some were buried in rubble inside their own homes as the roofs collapsed because of the rain. The death toll, to remind you, has been revised. It's been revised down to 435. Lindokuhle Xulu at the Virginia airport for us this morning. Let's see what the weather's looking like. Short T-shirt and clear skies. Lindo, that's good news, of course, as the operations continue. Are you able to tell us why there was a revised figure of the death toll? Some viewers might not be aware.
Well, we do understand, according to the police minister, that that revised figure is because of post-mortems that were performed towards the bodies of those that were assumed to have passed on because of the floods. So they told us that some of those post-mortem results revealed that some people died because of natural causes, and that's why we saw that figure being revised. But that figure is not necessarily spared from changing. We do understand that there might still be more people that, add onto that particular figure, 430 something. So one of the things that we do know is that rescue operations are still continuing, and in fact we did hear throughout the week that troops have been deployed in this area as far as SANDF is concerned, but there are various teams that are still coming to this area to assist with the search and rescue of the people that are still missing. Unfortunately, the figure of those that are still missing is something that is not confirmed yet, because the police minister did say that some people are being found, but that number is still it's elusive in terms of pinning it down to how many people are still missing. The police in the area have encouraged people who have missing persons to actually go to the police stations to open those dockets so that they'll be able to understand where people are missing and just to be able to assist them in terms of the search and rescue operations. But we do understand that a team from Gauteng has also descended upon the shores of KwaZulu-Natal, and we just want to bring in Ubabu Charles Mabaso, who we know as the Emergency Management Services spokesperson from Tshwane, but today you're wearing a different cap. Thank you so much for joining us. You've arrived yesterday. Just tell us about the team that's arrived and what is it exactly that you're here to do.
Yeah, thank you and good morning. Indeed, we did arrive yesterday as Urban Search and Rescue South Africa, and I brought along my team members who come from the municipalities as well as different municipalities in Tshwane, including Gauteng Emergency Medical Services. So our arrival here is obviously to continue with searches, in as much as we understand that it relates to recoveries. But then we went on yesterday. Immediately when we arrived, we hit the ground running. One of our member, who is a diver, was put into a chopper with the Defence Force and the police to go and search an area where it was suspected that there were 3 people who had drowned. Unfortunately, there was no positive finding in terms of bodies there. But we are here from the incident commander here that the team of divers will also be redeployed in that area again. So we are waiting for that. So today we are putting on the one side from our team 4 divers that will be joining the operations that will be hoisted in terms of hoisting by the Defence Force. And on the ground, our team also, we were sent out to one area, I think it's Emanzimtoti, if I get still remember the name right out of my head, to deploy members there. We deployed 2 4x4 vehicles with an additional vehicle from the South African police, where it was reported that there were children missing. And our team managed to recover a body of a 7-year-old girl late in the afternoons of yesterday. So today we are sending a number of a team on the ground, to walk those areas, so that once the incident commander indicates that now these are the areas that we need to search, we are intending to send out 4x4 vehicles to continue with the searching. That is the basic plan for today.
All right, you've covered, in fact, arriving here, what team you have, as well as what you've been able to achieve as far as those search and rescue operations. One of them, unfortunately, a 7-year-old girl, you say a body was recovered. But let's talk about safety issues. We do know that today there is a funeral of one of the SAPS members who was also doing search and rescues. What are you seeing on the ground as far as those, hazards, as far as the terrain is concerned with some of the dangerous areas? What are your people telling about the conditions on the ground?
Yeah, look, it is a difficult exercise that our colleagues are carrying out there, and may the soul of our colleague who will be laid to rest today, rest in peace, and then we keep her in our thoughts, and our prayers go out to the families. But the terrains are very difficult. Yesterday, the crews, when they went down to recover the body of the child, it was even difficult for them to go down the embankment because, the place, you do not easily find places where you can make anchor points so that now you put on rope mechanisms to send the teams down. But they managed to navigate that area well. And in the afternoon, when they had to come out, even the darkness was catching up very fast with them, where we thought that it would be better to hoist them out with a chopper and so on. But then, obviously, because there was no chopper available to go and hoist them out at that particular moment, they had to move out. So it's not an easy terrain, but our people are trained to look at hazards, and they conduct pre-assessment of the hazards before they continue with such operations.
All right, let's thank you and leave it right there. Charles Mabaso, who's just giving us a sense of what they've been able to do as the team from Gauteng, but essentially they're talking about the fact that they hit the ground running. They were able to assist some families in finding even that 7-year-old girl, unfortunately, who has passed away. But they are talking about the fact that some of the searches obviously yielded nothing, and that is something that they are going to continue today, with some going with air support, but others going on land. So the operations here continue in Durban to try and assist those families that are still having missing people.
Yeah, it's experts coming in from around the country now, as well to continue the hard work of search and rescue, and sadly, recovery as well. Lindokuhle Xulu for us down at Virginia Airport in Durban. At least the skies are blue above him. Hopefully the rain stays away and can assist the teams with their search and rescue efforts.